Let's just say it. You got paid, what, days ago? And you've already done the math 3 times because the number can't be right. You didn't buy anything big, no vacation, no emergency, and yet the account is just deflating. Like there's a hole in it somewhere you can't find. So you do what everyone does. You blame yourself. I'm just bad with money. Case closed, right? Wrong case, wrong suspect. Because here's what I'm going to show you today. Your paycheck isn't disappearing because you're careless. It's disappearing through 4 specific, documented exits. And once you can see the exits, you can stand in front of them. Stay for the 4th one especially, because it's the only one that gets worse the more successful you become. Yeah, you heard that right. Exit number 1. The silent drip. Quick, without checking your phone, how many subscriptions are you paying for right now? Go on. Count in your head. Got a number? You're almost certainly wrong. And low. Streaming, music, cloud storage, that app you used twice in January, the free trial that quietly grew up and became a paid adult while you weren't watching. Each one is small, that's the whole trick. Each one is designed to be individually too small to worry about, while the pile grows in the dark. There's a name for the wiring this exploits. Behavioral economists call it the peanuts effect. Tiny amounts feel like nothing, so your brain doesn't even log them as spending. No alarm rings, and the entire subscription economy is built, deliberately, brilliantly, on top of that exact blind spot. Auto-renew means the default is keep paying forever, and defaults win, because changing a default takes effort today for a benefit later. And later, as you're about to see, is not a place your brain takes seriously. Exit 2. And this one hurts. The pay rise that made you poorer. Think back. When you earned less than you do now, and somehow survived, where did the difference go? You got the raise, the bump, maybe changed jobs for better money. And for about a month it felt like breathing room. And then the room shrank back. Same end of month panic, just with slightly nicer stuff in the background. That's lifestyle creep. Every time income rises, spending quietly rises to meet it. A nicer apartment, a slightly better car, ordering in because I can afford it now. None of it feels like a decision. That's the dangerous part. It's not one big purchase you can point at. It's your definition of normal being renovated behind your back. Yesterday's treat becomes today's baseline. You didn't get a raise. Your lifestyle did. You just processed the paperwork. Exit 3. The stranger you keep robbing. This one comes straight out of a lab. A researcher named Hal Hirschfield ran brain imaging studies, asking people to think about themselves now and then themselves in the future. Here's the unsettling part. For a lot of people, the brain activity when thinking about their future self looked closer to the pattern for thinking about a stranger than the pattern for thinking about themselves. And sit with that. Neurologically, future you is a stranger to you. And now everything makes sense, doesn't it? Saving money feels like giving money away, because as far as your brain's concerned, you're handing your cash to some guy you've never met. Of course, present you keeps winning the argument. Present you showed up to the meeting. Future you is a stranger with no lawyer in the room. Economists call the mechanism present bias. Rewards now feel disproportionately bigger than rewards later, even when later is objectively better. It's why I'll start saving next month feels so reasonable every single month. You're not failing to save. You're just consistently outvoting someone who isn't in the room. And exit 4, the one I warned you about, the one that grows with your success. Nobody teaches you this, so I will. Spending is visible by default, and saving is invisible by default. Every force around you, every ad, every app, every one-click checkout, every treat yourself, is a professional, full-time lobbyist for spending. Billions of dollars of design talent, working every single day to shorten the distance between your money and the exit. And on the other side, lobbying for your savings is new, part-time, tired, after work. That's the real fight. And it's why just try harder is a losing strategy. You're bringing willpower to a design war. The more you earn, the more precisely the machine targets you, the nicer the things it shows you, the more normal the upgrades look. The exits don't shrink when you succeed. They widen. So here's the ruling. 4 exits, 4 doors to stand in front of. Call one against the drip. Run a subscription audit once, today. Every recurring charge, one list, and for each one ask a single question. Would I sign up for this today at this price? Not, might I use it someday? Would you sign up again right now? If the answer's no, card it. Red card, off the pitch. Call 2, against lifestyle creep. The 50% rule for raises. Whenever income goes up, half the increase is allowed to upgrade your life. Guilt-free, enjoy it, that's what money's for. The other half gets routed to savings automatically before you ever feel it in the account. You still feel richer. Creep gets half rations. Call 3, against the stranger. Introduce yourselves. I'm serious. This comes out of the same research. People save measurably more when the future feels like them. So make future you a person, a name, an age, a picture in your head. You're not saving. You're sending money to 60-year-old you, who is not a stranger, who is you, and who remembers exactly what you decided today. Call 4, against the machine. Automate the defense. The lobbyists never sleep, so your savings can't depend on you being alert. Standing transfer, the day the paycheck lands, before you see it. Make saving the default and spending the thing that takes effort. You flip the entire war by flipping one setting. Full time. The verdict, your paycheck was never disappearing. It was exiting. Through a drip designed to be ignored, a baseline that renovates itself, a stranger you keep out voting, and a machine that never clocks out. You're not bad with money. You were unarmed. Now you're not. Drop the number in the comments. How many subscriptions did you actually count when you checked? Bet it's higher than the number you guessed 30 seconds ago. Loser buys, well, nothing. That's the point.